Hi, my name is Wolfgang Stevens. This is the Fingerboarding podcast, and I'm here interviewing John Botomus and Bon Jotomus. Welcome, guys.
What's going on?
Oh, what's up?
Thank you so much for letting us on your show.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm really excited.
no problem. I didn't even know I was doing this until a few minutes ago.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, neither did I. But here I am with Bon Jotomus and John Botomus.
Thanks for having us on. I'm so excited. Today was really rough. My mom, she hurt me.
She beat you?
I'm not gonna say how she hurt me because it was really bad. But
oh shit!
This is a good change of pace. I'm a little excited.
All right.
So that was so tough.
The fuck are you laughing about?
Okay. All right. Coming on though, that was awesome to have you on. And I know you're busy, but thanks for finally coming on. So we have a couple questions on Instagram from last week. Some of them are kind of like repetitive. I'll go through a couple of them. I'll pick and choose. And then I have, a couple on Google Docs that we'll go through. I'll read the Instagram ones first, if that's cool.
Make sure to say their names.
Unborn retards.
So fucking annoying. I just want to say something right before, when I used to make talking videos every so often, I think a lot of them are unlisted now. I made a Q&A video, and no one gave a fuck about the questions that I answered. Everyone was just yelling at me because I didn't answer or give them
that's the Instagram thing. Everybody just wants to hear you say their name.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying. It's like, I answered your question, and it's like, oh, you didn't say my name.
They get hard when you do.
You just ask me to say your name. You're like, oh, can you pronounce John
That's a pretty
Botomus?
kinky thing.
Ben Dulac? He made a video, and the comments were just random shit, just to get their names on there. Anyways.
I haven't watched one of Ben's videos in so long. He's really good at fingerboarding.
Dude, he's insane. He just made an outdoor video a little while ago that was really cool that I'd watch. I don't know. I know he just did another one, but I really like his outdoor stuff and stuff. So
I don't know. Everything he does is super, super impressive. The thing I like is that he consistently uploads content, and he just doesn't stop. There's no huge break for thinking or anything. It's just always new shit.
Nope. The last break, if you can even call it that, quote unquote break that he took, was to get clips together for the massive outdoor edit that he made. So
that's not even a break though. That's just
that's why I said quote unquote break.
That's just making quality content.
Yeah. All right.
Quality content. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? I said that. God, you're so gay.
Right? Okay. All right. Let me move on. All right. So Unborn Retards asks, artist / favorite.
That's his name. That's really.
Wait, is that his name?
Yeah.
No, it's Unborn Babies.
No, it's okay. Well.
Have you seen that kid on Instagram that has 19 woobs?
I don't look at other people's Instagram, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
If you go into my random feed, it's just all memes. There's not a single fingerboarder in there besides people I actually talk to.
What's your password, bro? I'll take it out. I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'm not fucking saying my password on this show.
Okay, you can DM.
Do it.
All right, so hardest / favorite trick or line.
That's a really good question. I forgot what video I was filming it for. I think it was maybe it was Desktop Sadness or some old video. I did a laser backtail, switch flip backtail, shove back to backtail, and something else in between to get to switch again. I did the switch lay flip backtail, and I was like, whoa, that was way too many tricks. But it was just all luck. It wasn't skill or anything. And that was
how long did that take you to do?
Oh no, it's not. I originally was only trying the first trick. It was just laser backtail, and then I was like, I'm just gonna keep going. And I
you just kept on
everything. I was like,
that happens to me sometimes. Like I'll be
Okay.
fine or something. What was that? Sorry,
Wait, what?
did I hear something?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Shut up, bitch.
Ooh.
I was saying sometimes it happens to me. Like I'll be doing like a trick, and then I accidentally do something way cooler than I was actually trying to do. I was like, yeah, okay. Like kind of like every single kid that uploads primo, quote unquote primo clips on Instagram. Hey, look at this kickflip primo that I definitely tried to land.
Have you seen my primo clips?
Dude, I know those are accidents. Like, don't even fool me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, those are definitely all accidents.
Well, dude, like, you can tell, like, you just kind of don't know what you're doing. It looks like your fingers are spasming.
I agree. Yo, you know what pisses me off? Actually, just side topic. There's like a lot of little kids on Instagram, and they constantly like will tag me in clips of them doing just retarded random flips. And they'll be like, look, I'm Wolfgag now, and I'm just like, fucking kill yourself. Please.
I'm as good as Wolfgag, but I'm not gay.
That makes me better.
It makes me better than him because I'm not gay.
I should make an account and be like, I'm Wolfgag, but not gay.
Just like Wolf straight.
Wolf straight.
Wolf straight. Wolf not gay.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, those kids are really annoying, and it's like I try to be nice to them because like I remember my like 12-year-old self was pretty annoying, but at the same time they really need to like hear it from somebody because they think they're the hottest shit, and they're not.
Do you ever get those messages, Woof, that are just like, hey, can you sponsor me? And you're not even a company?
Holy shit. I might have deleted it, but, well, yeah, I probably did. Back before I did, like, a huge purge, like, there was this kid who's like, oh, can you send me a free deck? And I was like, why do you want me to send you a free deck? And he was like, oh, my house burned down.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He did that to everybody. He did that to me and Ethan.
You remember that?
Yeah.
The story changed, though. The story changed. First it was his house burning down, and then it was, like, his house getting flooded.
Then it was a flood.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my God. Dude.
Yeah, so he asked me to sponsor him, and he wanted me to send him a deck, so I'm like, out of all the kids on Instagram that put work into fingerboarding, why should I send you a deck? And, he said, like, oh, because I'm poor. I'm like, well, just because you're poor doesn't mean you're gonna,
Dude, that was such a huge scam.
You're basically not I basically just said, like, you're not special. And I also, like, kind of said, like, I didn't believe him. I was like, all right, write me a, what was it? I wanted him to write me a 6-page essay on why he deserved a deck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he wrote me, like, on half a page with a fucking blue crayon. Like, just random, like, printed paper. Like, I need a deck because my deck is old and I want a wooden fingerboard with a graphic on it.
A wooden finger.
A wooden fingerboard
with a graphic on it. With a graphic.
I was so pissed off. He was like, please.
You should have sent him a blank. You should have sent him a blank just to piss him off.
Or just send him a fucking tech deck.
A sanded down tech deck, so it has no graphics.
No, just send him like the packaging to a fingerboard.
Send him the packaging to BRTs.
Dude, no. What you gotta do is you gotta take a tech deck, you gotta put it in a jar, fill it with water, and then send it to him.
My God. Dude, just like waterlog. Just like rust out some BRTs and send them to him.
It would be better to put like use needles
and
sand in the jar. And put,
like, shit! Use needles? Oh my God!
And just like here, if you want it, work for it.
Oh fuck! Like put a note in, try to get around the hepatitis kid.
Try to get around the hepatitis.
Holy shit!
But I would put like a really good setup. It would be like a Berlin wood with like BRTs and just like.
Oh my God!
No, not a Berlin wood. You need a
bottom.
A fucking.
He's just sitting there weighing his options, like, do I want hepatitis and a fingerboard, or do I want to be healthy and no more fingerboard?
Holy shit!
Dude, he'd probably get hepatitis and fingerboard.
Yeah, he's a little kid. I would have fucking gotten the hepatitis when I was that age. Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
The Berlinwood BRTs. I used to think that was great.
They're pretty good. All right, enough tangenting.
Wait. What'd you say about my
What?
Berlin wood?
I'm just saying I actually don't like Berlin woods.
Fuck.
Just saying.
I don't like them either.
Oh no, you bitch!
Word.
You bitch! You love them.
Yeah, well, I thought my Ouija deck was a Berlinwood, but I never took the grip off until it worn off, and then
Oh,
I
you
got
fuck. You
on
fuck.
the Berlinwood.
I love my Berlin woods.
The thing is,
Nope.
like the back tail seems like it's almost like under the deck. I don't know if that makes sense.
What? That makes no sense. What do you mean it's under
They
the
just
deck?
feel they don't feel steep enough.
I just hate real wears, to be honest. And one thing,
Dude,
like
I
I
hate
noticed-
real.
Yeah, I hate them too, but that's why I put board rails on all my shit.
I put
but then you have to fingerboard with board rails. That's even
Yeah.
worse.
yeah, dude, it adds so much weight. But what I like to do is
No, like,
they fucking don't.
yeah, it does, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
do you know what's funny? You ever see those people who put board rails on their decks because they don't want to wear them, but they'll drill holes into their board just for the board rails?
I use the adhesive ones, the fucking ones
horrible.
made out of zip ties. I use
It'd be
those.
funny if you took them off and just ripped the graphic off with it.
Oh shit!
It's just like two little board rail implants. It's just like, oh,
Implants.
alright.
Dude, what I don't understand is why people put like one board rail on their deck.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
One board rail.
All right. Basically, let's say you only need one board rail, because a board rail's main purpose is when you're skateboarding, you're supposed to grab it and you can hook your fingers under the board rail. Whereas before you could only just grab like the deck, but you'd have to grab it like kind of like a sandwich. But now you can grab it like with hooked fingers. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a handle.
Yeah,
That's
I know
the
what you
point.
mean.
Of it on a skateboard. Also, you can, since it's made out of this weird plastic, you can slide on anything, and you could also like dip it into feebles. Sometimes like you actually don't need the other board rail to dip it into any other type of feeble. And let's say you only do like melons, you wouldn't technically need a front board rail because you wouldn't be doing any indies.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who fingerboard, that would be their excuse. But the thing is, it's fucking fingerboarding, and you don't have fingers on your fingers to hook under the deck, so there's no fucking real reason why you should
I
be
need
doing it on
extra.
fingerboard.
I need to like be able to claw my fingers underneath the board when I do frontside melons.
No, it's so stupid because it actually ruins the traction because it makes it thicker. So when you do grab it, it doesn't like hook on better. It hooks on a lot worse unless you like grab it with your thumb or something.
I genuinely feel like it adds more weight to it. Like it
does. Some people are into that though. Like they like really fat, heavy decks.
Like more inertia or something when it's spinning.
Stay tuned. He uses 35 millimeter trucks, 35 millimeter decks, 7-ply decks. Fucking, they're heavy as shit.
Like the only thing is, I feel like small decks are easier to do tricks, but they're harder to control. And fat decks, it's harder to do tricks, but it's just a lot easier to control. I don't know. It's just weird.
I had a 35 millimeter for a while, and it wasn't a bad deck. I had fun with it. It certainly wasn't like easy to do some stuff with it though.
The last 35 millimeter I had was some run a deck who the owner sent me, and the first run a deck I had was actually really, really good. But for some reason, he just decided to not sand this one down, and it was just a complete square. Like it felt like the stack decks.
Fuck. Yeah.
It was so bad.
Cowply.
Cowply. I've never.
Cowply sideways nose, freaking.
It's so lopsided.
Dude, it's like if like some guy's penis was like naturally bent to the left. That's how the nose of these decks look like.
I love his excuse though. His excuse is like, I make decks to be imperfect because they're art, and it's like
he relies on the graphic, but they're just trash.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I've heard stories of people not getting holes right, and they have to like refinish their deck as soon as they get it. They need to like just sand the sides down and shape it and everything.
That's
and
so fucked.
That's not okay because you're paying full price. You know what I mean? Why are you getting half a deck?
P-Rep has better craftsmanship than Cowply.
Yeah. Who was I talking to? I was talking. They're way too mellow. They're like a beast pants. Like they're almost good, but they're not.
Beast pants are just so sad.
They have no pop.
It's just so sad. Because they're so beautiful. You try so hard to convince yourself like this is a good board, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like you can get both shapes. I've heard domesticated is even worse than the feral, but the feral is just fucking horrible. horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. Speaking of which, someone recommended to me last if be a little while ago, it would be a good discussion to have talking about how some companies put pretty much all their efforts into making their decks look pretty compared to someone who spends a lot of time perfecting that shape and making sure they have a good shape and then working on, split pies and stuff. You want to talk about that for a little bit? That might be fun.
Sure, why not?
And also, sorry
I think
for people who are listening. I'm skipping around with the comments you guys left on the post. We'll get to them, but we're just
the
tangenting.
comments are interesting. To be honest, I've seen them, so
yeah,
no one really cares. It's the same thing. Like, if you have any questions, just like read my post.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why did you stop? It's like you can read my post.
Dude, I'm waiting for someone to see like I quit post because somebody fucking lost a finger.
Oh
Or
yeah.
just lost a finger. There was somebody on Instagram I saw a long time ago who was riding his bike and he was dangling his hand down near where the
I've seen that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I posted about it, and he cut off the whole top of his finger, like right like in the middle of his fingernail.
Ooh. And he kept fingerboarding too.
Yeah, he kept on doing it.
Savage! I remember that kid. Holy shit! I remember that. That was
dude.
Absolutely
He kept it for a long time, and I think I heard from one of my friends that the tip of his finger was actually growing back a couple centimeters.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
The doctor said it would grow back, and he grew back the part like the tip of it. I'm not sure if it's like how your fingernail grows out or something, but the tip of it actually growed back out.
Whoa, that's
fucked.
fucked.
That would suck if he just drew like a fingernail knife where his finger used to be.
Like fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, he could like dip it in ink and just write with it and shit.
Ew, shit, that's a fingernail. Holy fuck.
Dude, you know what I've been thinking about recently? I think I'm gonna cut off my ring finger, my pinky finger, so it's not in the way when I'm fingerboarding.
Oh my god.
They're in the way too
just
much.
Have the two fucking fingers and your other fingers are just cut off. That looks so fucking weird. No, cut off your thumb too. So it's just the two fingers.
But no, you use your thumb for tricks. Actually, you use your ring finger for tricks too. So.
I didn't notice this forever, but lately one of the people in a group chat I'm in pointed out that like I stick my pinky out, but like it doesn't like uncurl. It's still curled. It just sticks out in the worst way possible. And every time I look at it now, it just bothers me immensely.
Dude, isn't it like the worst? Like when you see some kid fingerboarding and he has his ring finger and his pinky finger like sticking out as much as they can go. It just looks so terrible.
I actually that's called untucked. And just because I used to be untucked, I actually like it. Like, do you know who Colin Bernumber is or whatever? I probably butchered his last name, but his Instagram's like now fuck it up.
Oh, nah, fuck it. Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Like, he used to be untucked with his style and had long fingernails, and it was just the raddest looking thing ever, and it was super different. And then he just started like cutting his fingernails and.
I can't stand it.
I don't like the way it looks anymore.
Dude,
I
it
like,
just looks so bad.
Different styles. Well, no, if you're like good at fingerboarding, most of the time you force yourself to curl your fingers because you see everyone else do that. That's when I
do it because it makes tricks easier.
Some people do it naturally, but I mean a lot of other people who start with untucked fingers, they don't like. No one tucks their fingers and then untucks them for preference. You know what I mean? Nobody does that.
Well, funny thing about that is, I used to do that a lot when I was starting out. I used to just fucking... Actually, I stopped a little while ago. But I used to just stick my fingers out, like, fucking straight out. And Ethan used to fucking pound the shit out of me for it. He used to get after me so much about it. So
I would just reprimand you.
Yeah, you were reprimanding, like, get that fucking pinky in, Max. Fucking put that pinky away. So
I like untucked styles. Do you guys know who Tim Hurley is, real quick?
Who's Tim? Is that his Instagram? What's his Instagram?
Oh my god, no. He's one of like the fingerboarding legends.
No,
I've heard of it. I've heard of him.
I'll let you continue. I'm just old. Keep going.
So like after a few months, shut up, Ethan. After a few months of just like trying to tuck it in while fingerboarding, I did it. And I got it to tuck in without even thinking about it. Like now, if I try to untuck it and fingerboard, I can't. I can't untuck it and fingerboard. It has to stay in, I just trained it to be that way. But I showed up to Ethan's house. I went over his house for a weekend, and I surprised him. And I was like, "Hey, dude, look at my pinky. Look what it's not doing." And he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
What was I? So I do notice, varial kickflips seem to be really easy untucked. I'm not sure what to do with that. Is that just me?
I think that's just
varial in general are just easy tricks.
They are super easy, but
they're easier than kickflips when you actually learn them. But keep going.
I just find that they're super easy. Like if I'm doing a line, and this one line that I like to do often is like it's a manual, and then it's a varial kickflip, and then I land in a nose manual, and then I switch kickflip out of it. It's just like a line that I like to do a lot. And I notice like right before I'm about to pop out of the manual to do a varial kickflip, if I untuck just a little bit, it makes it like spinning the board around somehow like super easy.
I think that's just you, because I just tested it out for myself, and I don't really feel that way.
I don't know. Oh shit, we're like the tangent thing gods right now. What we're gonna talk about? Oh yeah, decks. We're gonna talk about.
Oh yeah,
looks and stuff.
My current deck is weird.
Why is that?
It's really, really good, but I feel like it's not supposed to be. Do you know what I mean?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Wait, you said you're talking about decks?
Yeah, we're talking about decks.
Big long decks.
Saying mine's weird.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I didn't hear the first part because Matt started talking and.
Oh yeah, just blame it on me. That's all right.
What deck do you have?
What
deck do you have?
Yeah, I have a Steam Fingerboard.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like the thing is, I don't know. I feel like their product isn't that good, and like the first deck he ever sent me, it was like really outdated. Like it was still 29 millimeters with like super hardcore concave, and the wheelbase was like, oh my god, it was super far apart, so there was just no pop, or it was the worst shape you could possibly have. So I basically told him exactly how to fix it and shrink the wheelbase and everything, and what to do with the concave and with the kicks. And I told him to make the kicks a lot smaller and more rounded. And basically, he took all of my advice and put it into his new shape. And he sent me a deck, and I expected it to be shit because the last one was shit, but this one's absolutely amazing. It's like one of the best decks I've ever had. Like I can't like switch to anything else now. It's so weird.
I've tried a lot of weird shapes. The most recent shape that I've tried that I thought was really weird was it was a red wolf. I don't know. I think it was one of like the lowest mold, the lowest and shortest that he makes. I have a
story about red wolf. Just saying, but go
on. It was just I found it like it was a really weird shape because it had like dips from the concave and stuff, like you could see it, but it was a really weird shape. Like it was almost flat. And I really liked it at first, but as I used it more, like I started to dislike it. It was a weird shape.
Word. Yeah, I've heard really poor things about Red Wolf. But
yeah,
that's just me. That's from a long time ago. Maybe he's different. I know
I'm not sure.
Kevin also doesn't fingerboard, which like is just
Wait, he doesn't?
No. Well, last I've heard that he doesn't fingerboard. He like openly admits it as if he's above it or something. It's
weird. You know what I've thought about a couple times is like I wonder like if Collinswood actually fingerboards, because I mean it seems like he's like mainly making stuff for like just an artist standpoint.
Last time because I used to talk to the owner every so often because I used to like follow him back when he had like 100 followers. Actually, I think I was like maybe one of his first 20 followers. And, like, I gave him a shout-out a long time ago and everything. But, yeah, when I talk to him, he fingerboards, but he thinks that he's, like, really shitty at it, so he just never posts it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing, I'm not going to lie, like, he isn't the greatest fingerboarder. He knows it, so he just doesn't represent himself that way, because he doesn't want to look like a poser, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't, like, I don't post good stuff either, but,
yeah.
I like
the last shape he sent me. It was really good.
What'd you say?
So I like the last shape he sent me, the last Collinswood. It was really, really, really good.
I don't know. I got a Collinswood from Max a little while ago, and it was one of his old ones, and I really liked it.
Yeah, the old one's fire. I like the new ones. He Yeah, I showed you guys like the rainbowy one that he made me. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know why
the gay one.
Yeah, the fucking gay one. I just I'm not too into it. It's so small. Do you guys have you guys ever had a boss wood?
Yes.
Dude, I fucking hate that shape so much.
Ah, damn it.
You like that shape?
Yes,
What?
I love it.
I don't know what mold I have, but the one I have, I
We
really
have the
like
old
it.
mold. We have the old mold.
Oh, yeah, last one I had, well, to be fair, the one I got sent was used. There was like this kid, I forgot his name, it was like Fingerboarder or Finger Skater 191 or something, and
He probably
he sent
warped
me
it.
a ton of random used shit for an unboxing for no reason, like just completely free. And one of the things he sent me was a boss wood, and I set it up and tried it for like a day, and it was one of the worst decks I've ever used in my entire life. It literally felt like I just set up a popsicle stick. It was just
then that's not the deck I have. Cause
that's the new mold, because his new mold is lower. Ours is much steeper, like a woob.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the one I have is a very defined shape. I like it a lot.
Oh, that sounds amazing, actually. Yeah, no, the last one I had was like super.
I posted a picture on my Instagram if you want to see what it's like. It has very defined, not as defined as Wub, but the dips are pretty defined, and the tail and nose are longer, but not too long. I think it's like 34 wide, which is a little wide for me, but it's a really nice shape. At least that one is. But
hey guys,
you want to talk about what?
Did you know you can put a light bulb in your mouth very easily, but you can't take it out?
That's horrible. I really don't want to test that out.
ADHD right now? What's
no,
wrong
not
with
really. Like it's just a fucking fun fact. Like you can you can put a light bulb in your mouth, but you can't take it out, or you have to break it.
Yeah, you want to know why? What? Is your fear makes your jaw
tense up.
Tighten up.
I know. Yeah, I just
scared.
I heard about that today, and I thought it was cool.
Let's try.
All right, continue.
I hate that.
with the retard noise.
Dude, you do that every episode.
Really?
Every episode. Yeah, you do like some sort of like.
Yeah, I do like the grunting noises, like the like that shit.
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. We all know you have autism.
Oh, that's not nice. That's a serious disease.
Cousin has autism.
It's an epidemic. It's an epidemic.
Do you know in Sweden that if you not necessarily Sweden, but some European countries, like if your baby, if they figure out it has like autism or something, like you're allowed to basically kill it?
What?
Yeah. Not in Sweden. No.
I said I don't know why I thought of Sweden like right off the bat, but I know in some European countries it's something. I think it's only in place in one of them. Yeah,
that's fucked.
Most European countries are like tiny and socialist. You know what happens in socialist countries with the disabled?
Bernie Sanders asked them to release their tax returns.
Political.
No. What happens with the disabled in socialist countries? Most socialist countries will actually take taxpayers' dollars and just completely pay for their living.
Jesus Christ.
So they don't like need to do anything, but everyone else around them completely pays for them. Like it's not like they get like a luxury house or anything. They get like a really small apartment, but they're like.
Well, yeah, isn't like taxes incredibly high in some of those countries, but like their medical care is super good and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, no. The thing is, they don't have insurance. So imagine if you never had to pay like car insurance, you never had to pay health insurance, or you never had to pay any type of insurance in general. Your taxes just completely cover you and your human rights and whatever.
Well, time to disable myself and move to Sweden.
Disable yourself.
Yeah, some people
okay.
do that. Well, you have to be born in Sweden disabled as well.
You can get fake.
I don't know if it would be Sweden. I think I'm more talking about like Northern Ireland and the United Kingdom and like most European countries, like the little pocket ones.
Okay.
I'll cut off
now
one of my legs. It's all right. I'll cut off one of my legs and be all, "Oh, I got fucked up teeth, mate," and they'll think I'm at Orange.
Okay.
All right, go.
This is a Fingerboarding podcast, dude. That was fun though. I wanted to say one more thing, but I'm not going to say it about wearing countries.
Well, now you have to.
No, I'll talk about it some other time. Anyways, So what we've been trying to talk about for the last 12 minutes, shapes relative to how the deck looks. Personally, I have a couple companies I could name off the top of my head when it comes to performance versus, the way it looks. And I think most of the time, this is just my personal opinion, but most of the time I feel that if you have a cool looking graphic that's original or something, your deck looks cool or whatever, you're probably going to sell more regardless of how your shape is and the craftsmanship of your deck.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have a gimmick. Like, you need to be different. You can't just have cool decks that look exactly like Berlin Woods. You gotta, like, do the shit that Beastpans does. He does all the split plies.
Yeah,
stuff that Collinwood does with, like,
the wood burning.
You gotta have, like, something special, or else you're gonna end up like
what we mentioned before about Beastpants. Like me and you were saying, like, you desperately, like, you force yourself to like it.
Because it's so pretty looking.
Yeah, it's such it's really good craftsmanship, and everything about it is really nice, except for the shape is just like.
No, dude, the shape even looks good. Like, when I get
the shape does.
This is gonna be fucking amazing, but then you use it, it's like just soft and irresponsive. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense. I know he had an older mold where he had a longer tail and nose, and I'm not sure if that's what the deal with it is or something. I wanted to like it so bad. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, this looks so sick. It has like kind of a pointy nose and tail, kind of like how I like it. A little bit pointy, but like not too pointy, and it just looked so awesome. And I just couldn't use it. It was just it made tricks way too difficult.
My old Zinc was a lot like that. Like, the one thing everyone complained about with that company was that the nose was too long, but he had a super defined shape so that, like, the length wouldn't stifle any tricks or anything, and it was like super interesting. Had a tiny wheelbase. It was amazing.
Red Wolf has a really tiny wheelbase.
Word. Yeah, don't they have like really tiny decks in general? Like,
oh yeah,
like super 92s and 93s.
Yeah, something like
that. Oh fuck.
Yeah, they have like really, really small ones. They're called like the short shape or something. I have a story about Red Wolf. Also, just
we can talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. So basically, a super long time ago, like, this is when I was first started fingerboarding and posting shit. I think the second video I ever posted on YouTube, I was on a Fingerboarding HQ, which was a forum from back then. You guys remember it, right?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Totally.
Yeah. Word. So it's not that old, but basically he messaged me on there and he asked to sponsor me. And of course, like, at the time, like, I just got into fingerboarding and it's like, my name's Wolfgang, Red Wolf, like that. I couldn't fit this better, and that was like what I thought at the time. So I was like, yeah, man, definitely. And then he didn't respond to me for like months. So I messaged him again. I'm like, oh, we still good? And he's like, yeah, just send me like a sponsor me edit. So I actually made him a sponsor me edit. It was like 3 minutes of like raw footy. And he ended up like not sponsoring me, but he didn't say it. He just ignored me completely. And he ignored me for like a really, really, really long time until I got Instagram. And within the first couple of weeks, I blew up. I ended up getting like 1,000 followers in like a month or something. And of course, he comes and fucking messages me back, and he's like, "So about the sponsorship?" I'm like, "No, it's been 2 years."
Like, it's been 2 years.
2 years?
No, I'm like,
fuck.
You literally ignored and forgot about me after I filmed a long ass sponsor me video and put work into it. Like, no, like, fuck that.
Hey, just reuse that sponsor me video for everything. That'll all be worth it.
That was mad old. That's back when I was like super fat as well. I wouldn't even be recognizable.
Super fat and super bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, actually. I did really hard tricks back then, but I had like the worst style anyone could possibly have. Because I was just transitioning from like using paper to like using some shitty P-Rep thing. I don't know. I don't even know. No, Wangster deck was my first deck.
Wang.
Wang.
Gay.
Do you want to talk about
gay? It's fucking gay, dude. Wang. What? How gay? What? No one here is. Right. No one here is gay. Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just blends in.
Do you want to talk about how you used to use basically like a piece of paper for a little while to fingerboard with?
Sure. Basically, back when I was like way younger, I went to school and like all the kids in like 7th grade had tech decks and shit. So that was the only time I could really fingerboard was with like tech decks at the lunch table. But I would actually just straight up fold paper because I didn't have a tech deck, and every tech deck I had ended up just like getting broken. So I wasn't really allowed to like keep them or do it because it was super loud and noisy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up just folding paper, and I showed you guys it on like the camera. Like I used to just fold the kicks up and shit.
Yeah.
And it was super shitty, but that's how I fingerboarded for like a really, really, really long time until one of my good friends actually gave me my first wooden fingerboard, which was like a Wankster with like, I think he gave me dump trucks, and then later on he quit and he gave me 32 millimeter BRTs, which is like, those trucks are basically my opinion of BRTs because they were pretty much brand new and they broke so fast. And every time I did any trick on them, the nuts would just fly off. It was just, oh, it was fucking cancer.
Bust a nut.
Pretty much. No, it wasn't that. It was like I would actually spend more time on the ground, like looking for my bolts in the carpet than actually fingerboarding. And I'm like, I can't believe people actually pay like $70 for this shit. You know what I
That was
mean?
legit me with my P-Rap when I first got it. Like, I was Skyping Ethan, and I lost a wheel and a nut, and I took like fucking 5 years to find them.
Yeah, I back when I went to Southern, I ended up actually losing one of my wheels at a train station.
Oh
And I was
shit.
just like,
You can
I was just,
fingerboard
like,
with 3 wheels though.
I was like looking for it. No, but it was a clear wheel, so like there was no way I was gonna find it.
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm like using my phone flashlight and just running around like an idiot looking for it, and everyone's just staring at me. Like, what the
Oh
fuck?
my
Like, I just look
God.
like a detective, and I'm just like on the ground with a phone flashlight, like crawling around. So embarrassing.
Yeah, I
Was
had
it
to
a
do that
P-Rap?
around it.
Was it like a China wheel?
No, this is a long time ago. This is back.
Fat face Z wheels.
God, this is just like last year, honestly. Maybe the year before that.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, Ethan, you had to do that at a Flat Face?
Yeah, I think it was like Rendezvous 24. I had to do that.
When?
Rendezvous 24.
Yeah, but like what happened? How'd you lose a wheel?
I don't know. I think it was when I was trying to make those lock nuts, and it just fell off.
Oh, that's right. You were like, were you trying to find a oak bowl or a candy swirl?
I don't know. It's not really important. Let's move on.
Oh. All right.
You want to talk about
Yo, how about we
Flat
answer
Face sponsorship?
All right.
Okay. No, let's answer some questions first. Thanks for reminding me because I actually kind of like completely forgot.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's answer all these rhetorical questions. Okay. So you've already talked about this one in your I quit post a while back, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, you could just read the post. Like, if you're curious about why I stopped for a while, you could ask why I came back. I think one of those was there or something.
So Level Up Fingerboards asks, what are some things you miss about Connecticut, and does pizza suck overseas?
Well, pizza doesn't suck overseas. Pizza's extremely expensive. And I mean like 30 pounds for a pie.
What the
30
fuck?
pounds? No,
That's
30 pounds
what?
in another country is like $35, $36.
What
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
Maybe
insane.
more. Yeah, it's absolutely... No, like, pounds are made out of gold. Like, sterling silver and sterling,
That's
like...
insane.
Maybe not gold, but, you know, they're made out of silver. They're made out
Yeah.
of precious metals, basically. They're made... These, like...
Yeah, they're
our,
actually
our,
worth
our dollars
something.
are made out of cotton, but these will always retain their value because they're made out of, like, raw materials. So they're worth what they are in raw material value because you can melt them down. So basically their currency can't collapse, so it's always worth more than $1. And it's just fucking ridiculous when you actually go over there. It's like, I got child support from my dad, and my check's like $300, but when I get it over there, it's like $200, and it's just such a ridiculous difference.
Dude, that's insane. I can't believe how much a pie is over there. That's crazy.
No, it's like 36. But the thing is, people happily pay for it as well. Like,
Why?
you won't find like a casual pizza place you would hear like with Domino's or Pizza Hut. You go to like a restaurant for pizza because it's some foreign like delicacy type thing.
Jesus. Right.
And it's always so expensive. But the thing is, they have the weirdest pizzas you could possibly imagine. Like, on their menu, it'll have, like, bananas and tuna on pizza.
Oh.
And it's like, what?
Dude, you know what's
Tuna I might be okay with. But...
no, that's oh god, dude, you know what fucking gets me hard? Broccoli on pizza.
Ugh.
Yeah, broccoli on
I like
pizza.
cheese and broccoli. I really like cheese and broccoli, actually. So never mind.
Yeah, that shit's good.
I'm like I don't like. I'm not a big fan of red sauce and pizza, so I kind of like a white sauce with onions and mushrooms.
Yeah, there's the one thing I like about Domino's is you can actually select what sauce you have. So if you want like some weird Alfredo pizza, like they'll actually make it for you.
Dude, Domino's is the best.
Amazing. I love Domino's. Everyone where I live hates it because they want to be snobby for some reason.
Dude,
but
same.
It's so fucking good.
Everyone I know hates Domino's, but like it's
Domino's.
$11 for a large, and it's so dope.
Dude, it's really cheap, and it's honestly like the most consistent pizza I've ever had, and it's so customizable. You know what I mean? Like you can get whatever you want, and that's just I don't know. That's so nice about it.
Yeah, dude, Domino's is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and it's like when you go somewhere else, it's like you can't even customize it; they have to choose it for you, and then it's like $20, and it's like no.
Yeah, that's shit.
You guys want to answer the next question, or
I'll go
Wolfgang specifically? Okay. Yeah. So, Space Porn 169 asks, "Why is the sun rectangular?"
Why is the sun rectangular? Because it's
you're
not
an
round.
ass.
Dude, he was answering my modified question. You interrupted.
We all heard him.
Sorry, Space Corn. Your question is just it's like not really a question. Okay. Finger Koala asks, longest trick you've ever worked
on.
What, like learned or just tried?
He's definitely talking about tried.
Yeah, I'm assuming tried.
A really long time ago, I wasn't that good at like nollie lasers. I was just learning them, but I was really into like pushing myself. Actually, I think this is in my 3000 video on YouTube now, but I did it was kickflip nose manny, nollie laser, nose manny, nollie flip out. But I did it like super fluently, and I think I spent a total of like an hour and a half on it. I just sat there fucking wanting to bang my head off the wall because I swear I would do like the kickflip nose manny, nollie laser, nose manny part, and it was the nollie lay flip out was just absolutely impossible without repositioning my fingers. So I just spent forever on that trick. And,
so basically more time than pretty much every kid on Instagram puts into all their videos combined.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Me as fuck.
I don't understand.
Me as fuck.
I hate when people put like 2 seconds worth of filming something just for the sake of uploading it. It's like no one needs to see that. Like you're not special. You're not talented. Why are you filming this?
I churn out like, huge shit.
They'll be like, imagine if a professional skateboarder filmed like a 50-50. Wouldn't you be like a little insulted? You'd just be like, please stop.
No, it's like why are you
not even a 50-50? It's like the equivalent of like a fucking like Rob Dyrdek doing a pop shove it and uploading it.
Yeah, pretty much. It'd be like it would be like Rob Dyrdek doing a shove, and he'd be like, "Great skate session, guys." That was like film.
Dude, it'd be like
buy my shoes, like DC.
No, but it's pointless. It's like, why even bother? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but dude, you know, like it would be like Eric Costin doing a pop shove it and then rocking his board back and forth to make it look steezy as he goes down a hill. That's what it would be.
I mean, I feel like if Eric Costin did like a rock to fakie, he'd put so much flair into it. Like he'd just like do it with nothing but like his toes and heels on the board while screaming or something. I don't know. Eric Costin's funny.
Yeah, he is. Who was I watching recently? Can't remember. It's not important. Never mind.
One thing I don't like is everyone like thinks they're gonna be the next Samaroni. You know what I mean? But it's like just because he does easy tricks and makes it work, it doesn't mean that you can.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird selection thing when it comes like even when it comes to skateboarding and fingerboarding, it's weird. It's like some people get away for doing like jack shit, and others don't. And I'm talking by get away, I mean like get followers. And
the one person that gets away with it, but he's absolutely fucking horrible and like probably the worst fingerboarder I've ever seen currently, and he's massively popular on Instagram. Do you guys know who HFB is?
I've heard of him. I don't think I follow him.
Dude, don't. He's so fucking bad. He does the most basic, boring tricks. Just he films it with the fisheye, and because he films it with the fisheye, he gets a shitload of views. And it's just, I don't know. It's fucking horrible. But like you read the comments, and all these kids are like, "Oh, greatest fingerboarder to ever live," and it's like he did a shove. I don't get it.
I don't see anybody on Instagram named IFB.
Really? Maybe he changed his username.
Yeah, he must have.
Tag you in one of his things.
Tag me. Yeah.
Which one's your Instagram? Heel Slammer?
No, mine's Beef Cannon.
Beef Cannon. All right. Hold up 1 second.
No problemo. Dude, this guy's gay. He's a shit. Maxwell?
Yeah, I'll like tag you.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, what was that?
That's Sawyer.
Okay. Yeah, mute your mic. Okay.
I sent it to you, by the way.
Sweet. I'll check it out. Hi, FB. Okay, yeah.
You know who this is?
Yeah, I know who he is. I thought you said hot FB.
Oh no, I don't know. I fucking hate the way he fingerboards. It just
I noticed.
Me off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. Dude, one person that really made me angry for a while was Chinese Dab, and it was just super incredibly simple tricks filmed in a pretty good quality, like frame rate and 1080p or whatever, and then he would just get more than one angle of the same trick. And that's what upset me. I'm like, dude, this is not good. It's like it puts some effort into your clips, but at the same time, like I feel like you can't really tell somebody on their own Instagram page to put more effort into their clips because I mean they're doing their own thing, but it bugs me.
No, but I don't know. The issue that I have with the people that film like this is that they don't realize that they're making fingerboarders look horrible to people who don't fingerboard. Because when you don't fingerboard and you see some like little kid do like a 50-50, or you see someone with a really high quality camera doing all these really easy tricks, you just get the impression that fingerboarders are just terribly lazy people.
Yeah, like I mean, if you bust out a tech deck in front of somebody that like pretty much has no idea what fingerboarding is except outside of tech decks, and you bust out a kickflip or a tray flip, especially to other skateboarders that have never actually
they think it's cool.
Yeah, dude, people like go nuts.
But like the thing is, people don't even bust out a tray or like a kickflip on like Instagram. They just film like a really shitty 50-50 or a really shitty front
like
feeble.
Dude, all his clips are like feebles, like tail slides, no slides, and like fake like getting out of the tricks and fakey. Like they're not. It's nothing too impressive.
No, they're fucking bad. Like they're just bad. And fingerboards. The thing is, it's not impressive that you can land everything with your fingerboard, with just your fingertips, because you're not doing anything difficult. Like if you did a super difficult trick, or a moderate one, let's say you did like a perfect nollie heel crook, at least like it was a nollie heel crook. You know what I mean? Like,
That's moderate. That's just not moderate. That's really hard. It's really hard.
I think
dude,
it's moderate.
You're just good at fingerboarding.
Well, I guess for most people who put too much effort into their clips, that would be like a moderate trick. But for people who don't really put like a shitload of effort, or rather new to FBing and don't have a ridiculous amount of experience, I can see how that's like a hard trick. But it's like shit that people who have never picked up a fingerboard can do. Like when they see you do it, it's like, oh, I could do that. That's boring.
Well, see, most of the things it's just like rolling up onto stuff, really.
Yeah. That's
just
annoying.
What was I gonna say? Like I don't like to put like tons of effort into my clips just because I have a tablet and it's not good video quality, so I usually have to film it with the actual camera, then change the file to like MP4 or whatever, so my tablet can read it and then transfer it off and put it on my thing.
I used to do that. I used to use a Canon T5i, have to put it through Movie Maker and render it, which made the quality absolutely terrible. Then I had to email it to myself and download it on my phone and had to get a special app for it just to post it to Instagram. And the quality was ruined at that point, but like, at least you could see what I did.
I don't mind like if people do really cool creative stuff like that you just don't normally see often. That's why I like to do some of that stuff. Like
I like
is a good example.
Fingerboarding. Like
I do
the other
too.
thing that pisses me off is when people are super good at fingerboarding, but they choose to not do anything new. It's like they just keep regurgitating the same shit that everyone's seen a million times, with the same ender being some sort of nollie heel variation.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, yeah, that's hard to do, but it's like, I mean, it's not really, the fingerboarding scene really isn't going to go anywhere if people aren't constantly doing new stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody cares. Everybody's perfectly happy with, for example, high FB doing, tricks like those.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know why everyone's so happy with that. Like, I just find that embarrassing. Because, like, a lot of my friends see that, and they're like, wow, these people are fucking horrible. And they don't, like, know anything about fingerboarding. They're just like, they're fucking gay. You know what I mean? Like, that's their first impression when they
look at this people. Faggot.
It's like you see someone do a slappy on a fingerboard. And there's like, skateboarders who don't fingerboard are just like, why the fuck would you film that? Like, anyone who doesn't fingerboard is like, that's so stupid. Why would you ever film that? But then you have someone like, do you guys know who Jack Norris is?
No, I don't actually.
Word. Maybe I'll like show you guys a video at some point. Obviously not now, but
alright, so I'm back.
He'll do like a crazy long line.
My little brother, started crying, so I hit him in the head with the 2x4, but he just wouldn't sleep, so I had to hit him a couple times.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
For how old is he?
He's 2.
Oh, you could have just done the whiskey in his teeth. You didn't have to hit him with a 2x4, bro.
Yeah, but 2x4 is quicker and easier.
You could just set up like a field goal. Like,
yeah, we played golf with
we were just talking. We were just talking about like, different types.
I had my headset on the whole time. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on to the next question because I feel like every question comes with a whole nother discussion, and then after that discussion comes with a tangent. So we'll go on to the next one. So Nate the State asked favorite grip / drugs.
I still like Creamy Goo.
Ew. Of course you would. Of course you would like Creamy Goo. You know.
You guys know what that is or no?
I know what it is. I've never tried it.
Isn't it that thick shit?
It's basically just super, super, super thick. And wearing it has to be like the worst thing imaginable. But if you're like me, and have you guys ever seen how I do nollie lasers? Like I dig my nails into the deck and everything.
Yeah.
Like, if I use normal tape, like if I use rip tape, I'll burn through it in like one day. Like I just set up my tape recently, and the thing's already like the nose is ripped already. I have to like put little extra pieces of foam tape on it. Like it's fucked up. The whole setup's already fucked up with the tape, and the only tape I can use that's actually like half decent and won't wear through within the first week is a Creamy Goo, just because it's so thick. But wearing it in is the worst thing ever because it's so not grippy at first. But once you wear it in, it like lasts forever and it's the best thing in the world.
I got this tape a little while ago, and it's basically a centimeter thick tape used for like.
No, it's a half an inch. I looked it up.
Not half an inch, Max.
It's half inch, yeah, dude.
Max, it's not half inch because if
there's
it was half
no way
inch,
it's half inch. That's
no, it's
ridiculous.
Not. No, it's not half inch.
Okay.
It's almost 2 centimeters max. Half inch would be half inch. Think about what half an inch is.
Oh, I know what an inch is.
Half an inch would be like if you chewed on it, it'd be really, really like gunky and chewy.
Yeah,
What
Max,
kind of
that would
reference was that? But
Max,
yeah.
that would be like as like the height of BRTs.
Okay. That's what it was. You realize, but okay.
No, Max, I had the tape. It's not that tall. It's almost 2 centimeters thick, thicker than a fingerboard deck.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I had some tape and it was like incredibly thick, and I just don't understand. Like, so I saw somebody using tape like that at Rendezvous, and I don't know if it's just because they bought like tons of Amazon tape and was too broke to buy a pack of rip tape or something, but I don't know.
I really like thick tape, mainly because it like is super cushiony when you do I don't know, if you fingerboard a lot to the point where your fingers get black, like the little bit of impact support actually makes a really big difference. And it sounds so stupid, but like I don't know, I guess the way I fingerboard is different because I can't use
I mean,
thick tape.
I guess I could get behind that. That would make sense.
Yeah. No, it's super, it's like fingerboarding on a cloud, you know what I mean? It just feels nice. It's pleasant.
Yeah, I just miss a lot of the feeling of the deck when you get duct tape. It's just really hard to actually feel like what the deck is.
Yeah, I went from skate grip to creamy goose, so like
that's pretty big.
I completely get that. It was just such a ridiculous difference.
So the second part of that question was trucks too. I mean, what's your opinion on trucks? You haven't.
I actually like Tech-Deck longboard trucks.
Yeah, I like those too. What trucks?
Are you asking me about BRT trucks, or are you asking me about trucks?
No. He just asked. He had the second part of his question was favorite tape, grip tape, and trucks. So.
Jesus Christ, the whole thing stemmed off grip tape. All right, well, the favorite tape, would be like Creamy Go. My favorite trucks would be between Y trucks and Tech-Deck longboard trucks because I just like how Tech-Deck longboard trucks feel because I grew up with them, and I like the durability of Y trucks because I've never had a pair that have like broken on me as quick as Tech-Deck longboard trucks or BRTs.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna skip over this next question because you already explained. Lemon FB asks, "Why do you hate BRTs?"
I kind of hate BRTs because the first pair of BRTs I ever got were from a friend, and they were pretty much new. And I was one of those kids who was all like starry-eyed and like, wow, BRTs are gonna be fucking amazing, like because I thought they were basically independents for fingerboards, and I used to love independent trucks, and I don't know. When I actually used them, it was like the same thing with the Beast Pants. I would just force myself to like them because they were 32 millimeter, and they performed like okay compared to Tech-Deck longboard truck. Nothing really different. It just depends on what you're used to, I guess. And I thought they kept breaking. Like as I said earlier, I would spend more time looking on the carpet for lost bolts and screws than actually fingerboarding. Like, you shouldn't have to buy a pair of trucks and put super glue on it immediately. That's just really shitty. And I see that happening constantly. And not only that, it's that they're so expensive. Like, when I was younger, they used to be $70. Now they're less than quarters because
they're still $70.
What? Why?
Yeah. If you order them off of Flatface, they're $65 plus like $5 shipping, so it's still $70.
Who the hell is buying these?
Everybody.
Why would you spend $70 on a pair of trucks?
Because they're the only trucks that I like.
It's
a bullshit price, but it's worth it to me because they're the best trucks.
All right. Next question. Ahoy Call asked, "Do you ever think you'll join back to the FB community?" I think that's kind of answered already. So.
Well. To be honest, after
I mean, not necessarily community, but filming.
Yeah. So, what happened recently, as well as maybe like a few months ago, I was deported from Northern Ireland, and that's a really big story. But I was sent back home to the U.S. Not a lot of people know that, and because I've been deported, we're now trying to get my husband to live over here. But when he comes and lives over here, I'm probably not going to be fingerboarding anymore. So, like when I release 7,000, that's probably it. I'm just going to try my best to just cut it out because I don't know. I don't really want to be a part of the community anymore. It doesn't get you anywhere in life, and at my age, I guess. And I mean, it's fun, but like, you know, you got to do it by yourself. And my partner doesn't fingerboard, and if we're going to be living together, like, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna do it as much.
I get it. Like if I had a girlfriend, I definitely wouldn't fingerboard around my girlfriend.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's just.
If I had a girlfriend, I'd definitely be fingering my girlfriend.
Okay.
Word.
That's different.
That's a different subject matter, Ethan.
Yeah. Okay. And then Swift Tricks asked just the same thing that 5 other people asked, so I'm not going to talk about it. So what do you want to talk about this deportation thing a little bit? Because it's pretty big, and also why you are making just filming random clips at this point. You want to
All
talk
right.
about that?
Basically, what happened in Northern Ireland is when I first got there, I was gonna get there and I was gonna live there on a student visa. So I went to NRC, which is a Northern Regional College or something, and my sponsor, his name was Kieran. I don't remember his last name. It was Mig something, and I called him constantly and asked him for information to fill out my forms to for my student visa so I could do something called leave to remain, which basically means I leave, I come back, and I stay. I just leave for the processing part of it, and I come back. Instead of on a visitor visa, now I'm coming back on a student visa. Because when you go to another country, you go on a visitor's visa, but I don't want to go on a visitor's visa and get sent home. I have to go home on a visitor's visa and come back on a student visa. So it was a whole long process, and at the end of the process, I finally had to go to the thing after weeks and months of just trying to contact him, and he wouldn't call me back. He would hang up on me. He was super disrespectful and unhelpful. Contacted his boss, almost got him fired, but he ended up not getting fired. He was actually lying about his boss and saying that he was the head person at the college, but we ended up just finding out that he was just completely full of shit and
Sounds like
useless.
this guy shouldn't have a job.
No, he shouldn't have a job, and he was completely in charge of all the students who were coming in from foreign countries and trying to go to school over there. He had his own department and everything. He was like living on campus because of his job, and he couldn't even do one simple thing. It was fucking horrible. So basically, he fucked me over, like, ridiculously. I couldn't go on a student visa because when it came time to actually give the people the information, he couldn't even give me the correct codes to input for my school when I was filling out the forms for a student visa. But it's not like he told me he didn't have the codes. Instead of telling me, oh, he just doesn't have them, he actually bluntly lied to me and just made shit up. So what happened is I got completely denied. And the person who's in charge of actually contacting them from the college is
what the fuck?
him. So when they tried to contact him about it, he just didn't fucking answer or care. So I got completely like, the thing is, I still got accepted. I still paid admission to the school, and I still went there for a little while, but I couldn't be a full-time student, and they wouldn't allot me a student visa. You can stay in another country up to like 6 years on a student visa if you do it properly. But I was just trying to get 1 year, you know what I mean? So this whole visa thing got completely fucked up. And after my visa thing got really fucked up, my school career ended up getting really fucked up because I don't know if I told you guys this. I ended up starting college at 15. And I was on like a really good path. I was studying psychology. I was going to dual major in education, and it was just really, really cool. But yeah, after that, I went to school there for a little bit as a part-time student, and I found out like I'm not really going to get any credit for the course I'm taking because it's a precursor course to go to university over there, because I couldn't actually go to university without taking this one course because I didn't have the student visa. So what happened is, a university I could have gone to, I was going to go to Queens. I couldn't go there because my sponsor completely fucked everything up, and I couldn't be a full-time student, and I wasn't allowed to take any of the precursor courses for the course that I was taking. Like, I was taking the precursor, but I wasn't actually going to get official credit for it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so basically,
I was doing it for nothing. I was wasting my time.
Okay.
So I'm completely wasting my time, completely wasting my money, because school's free over there for their citizens. But since I'm not a citizen, I don't have a student visa, I had to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wasting my time, wasting my money. So I just stopped going to school over there, and I live with my partner. And if I'm being like 100% honest, a a lot of the reason, like, me and my partner ended up getting married is just because once you're married, you know, maybe we can make, like, living together just a little bit easier. Because we were going to live with each other anyway and get married at some point, but it was like, oh, we'll just get married now because that'll make the visa a little bit easier legally. So we got married and everything, and then in his country, they expected him to make $32,000 a year
The fuck?
in order to support me. And he's just, you know, a university student. You know what I mean? He's not going to be coming up with $32,000. And they, in order for proof of this, they wanted him to put $16,000 in the bank account.
Jeez, $16,000 in the bank account. Where do you get 16,000?
But he wasn't going to use it. They just want to put it there so he has something called proof of funds. It's a legal term.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's really shitty. So, just saying, by the way, Northern Ireland doesn't run their own immigration. England does.
What?
And, yeah, England runs Northern Ireland's immigration.
How the fuck does that work? That's bullshit.
It is really shitty. And, like, if you go over to, the mail service, it's called, like, Royal Mail and everything. I don't know. It's just really shitty. It's really shitty.
That's completely fucked.
Yeah, because of this, I pretty much couldn't get any visa to actually stay over there. And, so I figured, right, you know, I'm just going to go on visitor's visas. Because that's all I'm going to get. And I'll just fly back to the U.S. and I'll go back. So I ended up living with him for almost a year. I think I lived with him for like maybe 10 months or something. Actually, more. It was like it was over a year. It was like 13 months.
That's still a while.
Yeah, but we were going back and forth from the U.S. to Northern Ireland. Like, we spent 2 months here. And one time we go back to Northern Ireland, we get a direct flight. And when we land in Northern Ireland, basically you apply for a visa with the border guards that are there. And I said, like, yeah, this is my husband. You can, like, go check it out and everything. I'm here to visit for 6 months because the longest time you can be allotted a visitor's visa is for 6 months. So I asked if I can get a visitor's visa, and I get detained. And basically, after a long time for them basically just being really shady, they said that I had spent more time in the UK than in the US for the past year. So because of that, I can't go into the country. But not only can I not go into the country, they stamped my passport with a denial of access or denial of entry, which means let's say I try to go to Spain, like somewhere completely unrelated to the UK. If I try to go to Spain and they see that stamp on my passport, I'm not allowed into Spain.
What the fuck?
Like, completely stuck in the U.S. I can't do anything about it. So because of this entire
there's
ordeal,
one thing you can do, but
how do you appeal that?
You can't. Like, one thing my mom was freaking out about is she was basically like, we got to be able to sue them or something. But no, what they're doing is completely legal because technically I wasn't supposed to be staying for over 6 months on a visitor's visa, and I was just bouncing back and forth, and I stayed more than 6 months out of the entire year in the UK. And, you know, I did have the intention of living with my partner, obviously, but I couldn't get the luxury of living with him because he couldn't meet the financial requirements that they were holding over, you know, a university student's head.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just not going to work.
Sounds like a super stressful situation.
Oh yeah, no, I was actually detained a few times. I got detained at Heathrow by a group of Muslims because I was gay, and they didn't believe that they didn't believe that my marriage documents were real. And when I actually got like to the area, the actual like head boss of everyone is just this Muslim guy, and all the security guards were apologizing to me, saying that the guy who detained me was only doing it to prove a point. And there were a shitload of random Americans detained in the area that I was in, and they're all fucking crying their eyes out. They're like, I just want to go on vacation and see my family, you know what I mean?
So wait, so that was because of this like one Muslim dude?
This is just because I got married. This is because like I was gay. I got detained at Heathrow.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
they basically detained me for being gay.
Fucking Muslims.
Yeah, Max, we should definitely let more Muslims into America.
Yeah, dude. They're
No, but what sucks?
peaceful as fuck. All right.
Yeah, no, it's like I should no, but the other thing that England tried to do is they tried to not only detain me, but we were trying to get a joint flight from Heathrow to Belfast, which is from England to Northern Ireland. So we were just stopping here, but we have to go through their security because England controls their immigration. So what happens is we're going through the English Border Force Patrol people, whatever the fuck you call them, and they tried to tell my partner to take the flight home, like to just leave me there, detained in a fucking cell, and just fly home.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
And like it sucked because my partner afterwards my partner told me that he told one of the Muslim people that he was like talking about his partner, and he thought that he was talking about like a wife or something when he was like, no, it's a he. The Muslim guy actually laughed at him.
Oh my god.
Like that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And they tried to send him home like without me. Like he was supposed to just go home and leave me in England in a fucking cell.
Dude,
you
like
know what I mean?
I'm not trying to get hate for people that live in other countries and shit. But what the fuck, dude? Like Spain, I had a driver's ed instructor who was over in Spain. He was a soldier, and he was driving a army bus full of soldiers, and he got into a car accident. Soldier, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck you.
Okay.
He got into an accident with a drunk driver. The drunk driver went into his lane and was coming the other way and smashed into the front of his bus. And since he couldn't speak their language in Spain, they fucking detained him, threw him in a cell for like 2 weeks, and like just did nothing. He stayed there for 2 weeks, and his fucking battalion friends had to come get him out.
That's fucking crazy.
It's
dude.
so fucked how other countries deal with shit. It's fucked up.
Like in England, they threw me in a cell for like almost 23 hours. Just saying, like it wasn't like a cell with bars. It was a cell where it was like the walls were cut straight up concrete.
Yeah.
And the windows were only one way, so they could see you, but you couldn't see them.
Yo,
and
fuck.
what sucked is like every few hours they would come in and be like, yeah, the person interviewing is about to come in. Yeah, the person interviewing you is about to come in. So I'd always get like this spark of hope, like, yay, maybe like I finally get to go and he's gonna see nothing's wrong. And no, like it just took 23 fucking hours, and I kept banging on the door and making noise, and I was being really hard to deal with. And then one of the security guards was like laughing. He's like, yeah, I forgot about you.
Oh my
like,
god.
Thanks. It was just fucking horrible. But it was like, the thing is, I didn't have a fingerboard, or I didn't have like my phone, which sucked. I didn't have a wallet. I didn't have anything to do in the room. They wouldn't give you anything to draw with. I was just sitting on the floor doing nothing.
Dude, that's
and they're like,
up.
"Oh, do you want a pillow and a blanket or something?" And I'd just be like, "No, I want my fucking phone." It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And the toilets were the worst. They were just this fucking nasty like prison bucket. It was fucking terrible.
What do you want,
Max? What are we running for time?
Oh shit, man. We are getting lit, B. We're getting fucking an hour and 20.
Ooh, all right. We should wrap this up soon.
Let's do some more questions.
Let's finish up all the questions.
Yeah, we'll finish it up.
Rapid fire this shit. Yeah. No more tangents.
We weren't tangenting.
Right,
Wolfgang's been talking about
deportation. suck because they suck. Right,
it's because it's gay people are so easy to talk to. You know what I mean?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we just talk too much.
Fucking chatty cats.
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
Questions, bitch. Let's go.
What questions?
Long stories.
We were talking. Wolf was talking about deportation, and then after that, he was going to talk about why he was making clips again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so yeah, that's basically I'm in the U.S. I can't go back to school on like financial aid or scholarships or anything.
So you have So you have nothing else to keep you busy, essentially.
I have a job, but other than my job, it's like I have skateboarding, but I don't really have anything else. to keep me busy. So it would be a good time for me to fingerboard because like I have time now.
I feel you.
But at the same time, like I really wanted to stop and just focus on skating and focus on like anything else.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like the community at this point. Like you guys are cool, but I don't really.
No, dude,
like
the community is complete shit. It's full of kids and scammers.
I don't like the majority of the community. I don't want to be part of it
anymore. Thanks for liking us.
You guys are cool.
Guess that's good.
And, yeah, but I don't know. I just wanted to basically just do other shit.
What? Just like as the finish off question, you can finish what you're talking about. But like, what would be like the ideal FB community for you that you would actually like to be in?
The ideal community for me would be like a community of people who actually put effort into what they do. I want like people, when I look at a company and I look at writers, I want to see people who I look up to, you know what I mean? I want to see people who put out really nice quality content that's just straight bangers, really crazy tricks, shit that inspires professional skateboarders to do really hard shit. Not the other way around, because fingerboarding is so much easier than skateboarding. It's absolutely ridiculous. It takes you, like the first trick you learn on a fingerboard is a 900 flip that you do by accident. Fingerboarding
so true.
So much easier than skateboarding, and it's ridiculous that we're at a level now where professional fingerboarders aren't even as good as professional skateboarders. It's sad. It's sad when you see like a skate clip on Instagram and it's exponentially better than the same fingerboarding clip that you see. You know what I mean?
It'll actually be like something unique too. Most of the time, it'll actually be something cool.
Yeah, you know what? When I think about it, I don't really have anyone in the community that I'm like, wow, I wish I could be like that guy one day. I'm kind of
there's no one to look up to.
No, I'm kind of like all these guys are fucking assholes, and you know they're trendy. Like fuck this shit. They can't do shit. Like you know what? Fingered Ben is the one guy I can say who I really like to be someday. Just throwing those nasty ass combos together. So it's so good.
Yeah, he's really really good. Definitely. But, that's the community I'd like to see. Is just a community of people who actually like progress rather than, you know,
digress.
Fall behind. Like I want to see the
trends be fucking
devolve. Like I want to see trends be like, you know, oh, this deck performs really nicely, rather than like this deck has a square tail. That's so sad.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This
deck looks cool.
Like it literally hurts. You know what I mean? Like it's painful to see these sometimes.
Look at my cores.
Let me core these $50 wheels, boy.
Yeah, that's the fucking worst. That's just destroying your own shit to make fingerboarding harder for yourself.
Make it look cool. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I don't like that. But anything else?
What was I gonna say? I think that's about it. And I know from obviously you can just see how people in the scene react to stuff, but when you were talking about looking up to people, I think it's weird because a lot of people look up to you and, you know, the tricks that you do, which are just, you know, stuff that you don't see pretty much ever because nobody ever does anything cool. But it's weird. It seems like a lot of people really look up to you and think you're like, oh, like a pillar of the community, so to speak, just because, you know, you do cool stuff. But nobody seems to really want to replicate it. Like, I mean, I know some people, I see a couple posts here and there of something really interesting, but it seems like a lot of people like you and like what you do, but they just don't have any motivation to put time and effort into the tricks that they do.
Well, I think a lot of what I do, it's like, it's not that like I'm the only person that can do it. It's just, it requires thought. You know what I mean? Like it requires, sometimes like if I take a shower, I'll literally sit there and just think of like, oh, what have I not seen on a fingerboard yet? And like I put a lot of time and thought.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I think
if I'm filming for a clip. But I don't think anyone else has that mentality. Like the thing is, once I do a trick, it's officially already been done. Like it's ABD. Like why would you want to do the same trick that I spent hours on? Why would you? Like it would take a lot of the motivation to spend hours on a trick.
True,
like
yeah.
I can spend hours on a trick, and I can gladly say like I'm the first person to do like a switch laser back tail, switch shove back to back tail. I can gladly say like I've never seen anyone do that. really stoked I did that. I spent like an hour on it. That's great.
That's the thing. It's an hour. Like if somebody was trying to replicate something extremely hard on a skateboard, that would take weeks.
Yeah, no, like professional
time
skateboarders spend like months on ledge tricks. Luan
Yeah.
Oliveira spent like a week trying to do like the switch one tail, switch 360.
I fucking love Juan Oliveira. He's shit.
Insane, but like he spends weeks on a lot of the tricks that he does.
Oh my god!
Mental.
I started watching some fucking like online streams and shit, and like some competitions. That man is the shit. Like he's better than Nyjah. I don't give a fuck. That guy's awesome.
Nyjah's really good, but yeah, no, Luan has better style. He's just really good in general. The way he skates, everything is so fluent and popped. It's fucking crazy. But it's like the thing is, no one skates like Luan because they don't want to be like Luan. It's just it is like impossible to be like him. I just feel like a lot of people don't want to, I guess, be like me because it would be hard for them to think of what's like. Yeah, because I'm gay, actually. Yeah,
to be Wolf, you gotta be gay as fuck.
Actually, I've gotten a lot of DMs from like way underage kids that I just don't like talking about because I'm gay. And my partner, he signed into my phone so he sees them and he just, it's fucking cringy. It's so bad.
Your partner's like, so what are all these kids asking you about your gay?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of little boys in the community that just mess around way too fucking much on Instagram because I'm gay that I get some of it in my DMs and it's fucking disgusting.
What they DM you? Like, you're a
I don't like that
boy.
That's one thing I really don't like either. I want that to change as well. That shit's fucking nasty.
What the
asshole
kids?
Thing. That's just like, no, it's not people making fun of me. It's like people, it's like people being a little too nice to me. Basically, I'll just put it that way.
Oh, like fucking like holding your hand and shit, and like trying to be the. I don't know how to phrase it, but like trying to be all nice, goody and shit.
Okay, can I try to lay out a scenario for you? Can I try and lay out a scenario? I want to try to make a scenario for you, and I want you to tell me if this is what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're live streaming. I know you're like you don't do that, but let's say you're live streaming, right?
Yeah.
And you get, let's say, 50 viewers, all people you don't know.
Yeah.
And they come in and they're like, "Oh, how's it going, man? Love you so much. You know, you're talking about something," and they're like, "Oh, preach it, man. You're the shit, my dude. I love you. Dude, your tricks are so awesome." Would it be something like that?
No, I mean it's gay shit. Like I get a lot of really gay shit from underage kids in my DMs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're talking completely different here.
I don't like that either. I don't like when people are like fake nice to you in your DMs just to get your attention, but like they won't care about the tricks you do. They don't care about the history of anything in fingerboarding. They're a terrible conversation. They're just talking to you because you have a lot of followers. Like, my neighbor came up to me the other day and he was like, "I didn't know you filmed fingerboarding Instagram clips. You get so many likes."
No way.
How do you know they did that? How do you know that?
Well, you know how Instagram has like location services that show yeah.
Dude, that shit's tight.
He came up to me and he said like, "I didn't know you did that. Like you have a shitload of followers." But he didn't care that I fingerboarded. He just cared that like, "Oh wow, I have like
people care about you."
Followers.
He was like,
yeah, so
you got followers, you got money then?
He actually, I'm not even kidding, that's literally exactly what he asked me, and I was like, no.
Oh, shit.
No, he asked me, he's like, you must get mad money for that. I'm like,
for fingerboarding?
I'm like, it's a fucking fingerboard.
It's like getting paid to fucking fuck off.
Yep, dude. I thought you were talking about like kids being super nice. I didn't know like 14-year-old kids would slide into the DMs.
No, they try to slide into the DMs, and it's fucking
shit.
Like, call me daddy and shit. I hate
God.
It. No, it's terrible.
Kids do that all the time.
It's terrible. I have a pretty long block list. It's nasty.
Dude, kids do that all the time, like especially like little boys.
No, but they don't do it as a joke. Like Oh,
Oh,
you do it as a
I'm
joke.
gonna start
until,
DMing
like,
you every fucking morning and be like, "Good morning, Daddy."
No,
No.
no, but that'll be funny. But like, I mean, like, when you're like openly gay, like they don't do it as a joke anymore. Like they just start doing it a little way too often. It's like, please fucking stop.
Damn, that's fucking weird. I never expected that would happen.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fucking gross. I
Do
really
people
don't
like
like
think
it.
because you're gay, like a slut? Like, you know.
And I don't know. Like the thing is, I'm married. The only reason people know
Yeah.
I'm gay is because I have a fucking marriage post on my Instagram of me kissing my husband. Like,
Yeah, that
what the
shit's
fuck?
gay.
No, that's really gay. Yeah.
God, that's so homo.
Like, cock, give him the shock.
Oh shit, dude. Damn. Oh my god. I
I
think
just
we'll end the podcast on that note, huh? Yeah?
Yeah,
Alright,
that's about
Yeah.
it.
Give them a shock if
Alright,
they like cock.
yeah.
All right.
All right, Wolfgang is gay. That's the moral of the story.
That
Alright,
is
bye.
that is the
Wolf is
fucking
gay.
theme of this podcast. Wolf is gay.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Wolfgang, thanks for being on.
no problem.
And yeah, this will be a long episode. Hopefully, some people will be able to get through it. We'll try to get it out on SoundCloud. I'll be taking over the editing and uploading later this month because I'm moving down to New Hampshire, so I'll get that all worked out. Also, I'm in the review process for iTunes, so iTunes should be going to in the next couple of weeks, so it'll be a lot easier to listen to the show.
Ooh, dope.
That's really
So,
sick. You're gonna like have an app for this or shit or something? How does that work?
Yeah, basically, you'll be able to go on the podcasting app on your phone and be able to download it right off iTunes,
Yeah,
or
that's
just
sick as
stream
fuck.
it.
I'm actually
turn
about
off.
to download that. When you get it
Yeah.
done, obviously. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I'll DM you and we'll make a post about it. You guys will know. Anyways, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next episode. Bye.
All right, peace.